You know, you see the blood in his mouth kind of like bubbling up. So it was pretty fucking gross. I mean, seriously. But I mean, it was gross in a good way, you know. But I mean, it was just like, ugh, you know. So it was a lot of different like disgustingness. And by the way, I know a lot of people doubted this probably about, I'd say, 2 or 3, maybe 3.5 months ago, but I told you guys that Baraka would be in, and he is in, and he is actually a playable character. Now, there was a screenshot that went around just the other day about showing his variations, but as for video gameplay, we have not seen it yet, but we do know that he is actually in the game. They've already confirmed it, so that's good. That's pretty exciting for any Tarkatan fans out there. They did have a live stream. I did not see this part though of Katana versus Molina, so you know maybe the intros on that would be fucking great or epic. So that was pretty sweet. And then there is a lot. I mean, there's so much stuff. It's just unbelievable. And another question that a lot of people really wanted to know was, especially with the factions, they wanted to know, do I have to pick a person from that faction to level up the faction? Like, if I pick Noob Saibot, do I only have to pick Noob Saibot or Quan Chi in order to rank up the Brotherhood of Shadow? And the answer to that is no. You can choose any character you want, and it can be any faction you want. So, for example, if you wanted Noob Saibot to be a White Lotus, you can actually do that, and it will count for that specific faction. So that's pretty great, and that's exciting for me because a lot of people ask me like, "Yo, Wild, what faction are you gonna choose?" And I actually chose the Brotherhood of Shadow. I might choose Lin Kuei. I don't know, but I don't want to be one of those people that kind of hops to a different, faction. So I think I might actually stay with the Brotherhood of Shadow. Well, knowing that, I didn't think that, for example, hypothetically, that, I would have to choose, like, Quan Chi or Noob Saibot or somebody like that from the Brotherhood. But no, I can actually choose, like, Sub-Zero if I wanted to. I could choose Scorpion, I could choose Cassie or Pharaoh or Tor or anybody. So that's really neat, and that's really awesome, too. So the fact that they have that is pretty cool, and I know a lot of people are happy and satisfied with that. Now, they've mentioned a long time ago, that they were going to show a new ality. And as many people are like, oh, well, yeah, we've already seen the brutality, they just confirmed that like a few weeks ago. Well, actually, that wasn't the new ality that they were talking about. The new ality that they were talking about, and I'm not joking around, it is called quitality. And a quitality happens when a person leaves mid-game, and when they do that, a cutscene will happen where the opponent that left, their head will completely explode, and as your opponent kind of just like sits there and just takes it all in, like, yeah, take it, bitch, and and that's pretty much what a quitality is. And I know a lot of people are probably pissed off about it, especially the rage quitters out there, or the pullers or anything like that. But I figure, you know what? It's about time that they did something about, people that constantly quit. Because I know as many as you get absolutely fucking nuts and kind of pissed when people rage quit, especially when you're doing like an awesome combo and you're right about to finish a fatality on them. And they decide to pussy out and leave. So, as much as, they're taking knowledge of, a lot of people quitting on their game, that's great. That's awesome to hear. That's totally great. But the thing is that we see their head explode. For me, my own opinion, I think that's kind of dumb. Because, I mean, it's just like, we really don't know what the hell they can do, as for NRS. Because it's just, like, if it was up to me, and I'm pretty sure the community as well, we would have some type of ranking system where if they quit, they would have like a temporary ban or something. Now, I'm not saying like for like a whole week or anything. I'm saying, maybe for I don't know, half an hour, something like that. So they, prevent it from quitting. But then you gotta think about the other questions, what if, they get disconnected and it's not their fault? What happens if they're actually legit playing and, maybe the service drops? Maybe lag was too much and it just fucking crashed. Would they still get counted for that and get temporary banned for that? They shouldn't, but as for the people that, do it just to do it, yeah, I'd say punish them. But the thing is that we don't necessarily know that because people are different locations, people are different, with power towers, internet connections, modems, etc., etc. So anything can really come into play when that happens. So as for this whole quitality, it's pleasant. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, comparing that like to the brutalities, I really don't see that a big thing. I mean, it's not really going to change the fact that people are still going to rage quit. You know, people are still going to get pissy with another opponent and leave midway, or, you know, leave during, you know, the end of a fatality or whatnot. So, by the way, if a lot of people are wondering, you know, what area or what map am I in right now in Minecraft, I'm actually in my own map. I actually built this by scratch. I actually had a couple people just the other day join my room, which I didn't even know I had it to open, and they joined in as I was building, and they wanted to know if I wanted to do a Hunger Games map with them, and I told them, you know, that was, I already have Hunger Games. I have 2 different Hunger Games on my map, and they're like, oh, really? And then, so they wanted to play with that and everything, and they were like, oh, yeah, you can join us if you want. I'm like, join you? I'm like, I'm the one that fucking made it. Of course I'm gonna join. Like, what the hell, you know? So, anyways, yeah, so, as you can tell, that is my home right there. It is a massive, massive-ass castle. There's, like, probably over 60 to 80 rooms that I know of. I'm still counting, to be honest. I think I might make it even bigger. But, yes, so a lot of people want to actually have me do a live stream of this, and I will be doing that very shortly in the future. I know in my last video that I made, a lot of people were saying, you know, hey, are you going to make any gameplay videos of Mortal Kombat X? And to be honest, I think I might, as long as people want me to do that, then I will do that. So, it's all up to you guys. I mean, if you guys want me to do part 1s and part 2s of the story mode, if you guys want me to actually do gameplay of online, or having someone quit, you know, or something like that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Now back onto MK, because I'm getting distracted with Minecraft, because, like, if I'm on here, it's like I gotta build, it's like a fucking addiction. But anyways, so, it's just really, really cool that they're actually putting all this stuff in. Now, I'm not, and I know a lot of people know this about me, that I'm not really all too excited or hyped at all for actual characters that have nothing to do with Mortal Kombat, such as Predator, Jason, Kratos, Freddy Krueger, you know, etc., etc. But it's just the fact that we're getting variety, you know, and even though we have new characters, I mean, I remember back in Mortal Kombat 9, people were asking for Predator and Freddy Krueger and Jason, so I think that they're finally delivering in that aspect. I'm really not too sure. Maybe because they were getting harassed so much on Twitter that, you know, like, oh my god, we need Predator now. And then they're just like, fuck, okay. You know, so, yeah, I don't know, you know. But other than that, you know, I don't mind it, you know, it might be something pretty cool, because, like, when I saw Kratos in Mortal Kombat 9, it was kind of like, oh god, you know, here we go again, you know, because, like, my thing, I don't mind it, it's just, the thing is that I don't want the game to turn into, like, a Smash Brothers, and people are like, well, how does Mortal Kombat compare to a Smash Brothers? And I'm like, well, you know, with Smash Brothers, you got different varieties of characters from different games and everything. That's Smash Brothers, that's what Smash Brothers, you know, Brawl is different characters going at each other. Mortal Kombat is, honestly, Mortal Kombat characters going out on each other, you know, and killing each other to the point of fucking, you know, no return. I mean, they're dead. And the fact is that, like, when they did the crossover of Mortal Kombat versus DC, it was absolutely horrible. Now, I'm not saying that and speaking that for all people, because some people are like, you know, hey, that was actually a damn good game. You know, and to them, you know, that's fine, that's their own opinion, but for me and some others, you know, we didn't really like it that much, because, I mean, especially with the fatalities, it was just absolutely god-awful. I mean, like, for Kano's fatality, he jumped on him. He jumped on him and possibly broke their ribs, and that was it. And I'm just like, that's it, you know, and, like, I believe even NRS felt so bad that they brought Joker's uncensored fatality back, because they knew that, you know, it was absolute horseshit of dealing with that, so, I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. So yes, there's a lot more MK information news coming on the way. We actually heard a rumor that Shiva would probably make a return. Now, we haven't seen any pictures or any gameplay of that, but as for her being back, I really don't know, but that's just a rumor that's going around for now. As for Goro, I know a lot of people want to see some gameplay of Goro. Well, they said that it was already in development, you know, and they're still working on it. And they said that it won't be on disc. Well, if they're already asking people to pre-order, then why hasn't it even been made, is what I'm saying, you know. But they already pretty much said that the game was pretty much finished, that they were just doing checkups, you know, or hiccups in the game, you know, or pretty much, you know, bugs, glitches, you know, so on and so on. So it just makes me think, you know, why haven't they finished Goro yet? You know, I'm not, you know, in a hurry or anything, but I mean, they have, what, maybe less than a month to go, so it's just like, good God. But another thing is that even though they said this just last night, here's the thing, that Goro, they said, was not even, you know, created yet in the game. But as for looking around, we already seen pictures of Goro in play, and we actually seen one of his screenshot of one of his fatalities, which kind of looks very similar to the one that he had in Mortal Kombat 9. Now, the fact that you can actually play as Goro, that's a good thing, but we don't want to buy a whole new game for the same things that we've seen in past games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's kind of a waste of money, though, to be honest. And I know a lot of people don't want that. But, I mean, as for so much as they've been showing us, it's definitely worth it, I'd say. A lot of people know that I actually ordered 2 different copies. I ordered one for the PS3 and the PS4 version. But however, when that actually was ordered, they didn't tell me about the standard editions, or I'm sorry, the collector's editions, limited editions, you know, and so on and so on. And the fact that they didn't let people know that after they already ordered or pre-ordered, you know, kind of sucked. So I actually had to cancel just last week on Sunday. I had to cancel my PS3 edition, and then the day after that, I had to cancel my PS4. And a lot of people are like, "Well, dude, you know, if you canceled your editions or your games, what are you gonna play?" And I'm still gonna play Mortal Kombat. Don't worry. It's just the fact that I want to buy, you know, and I want to get what I want to get, so I'm actually getting the collector's edition. Now, the collector's edition wasn't the one I really wanted. I wanted to get the limited edition because it was a little bit cheaper, even though I'm practically getting the same things I wanted. But the fact that I had to pay a little extra more, I had to pay a little more than normal. I mean, that's fine, and the only reason I had to do that was because it was actually, they were out. They were sold out on Amazon. I think I seen Walmart and everything. So I could have tried GameStop, but I wasn't really thinking about it because you know how GameStop likes to con people into stealing their money. But anyways, so yeah, I will definitely keep you guys heads up on the information. If you have any more information, just drop it down in the comments. You know, and I'd be, you know, if I tell you what, if you have something that I haven't even talked about yet, I will give you personally the credit, and I will mention your name on the next video of, you know, saying this person said this, you know. Now, could it be a myth? I don't know. Could it be a rumor? I don't know. Or could it be a fact or a real deal? I don't know. But anyways, yes, so get a summary overall. We got to see Takeda's variations and his fatality, which we already seen in the past. We've got to see Kung Jin and his variations. We got to see Melina and her fatality and her variations. Predator is actually going to be a Mortal Kombat X. Jason is confirmed and is going to be a Mortal Kombat X. Oh, and this reminds me, they are going to have alternative costumes for the download characters as well. So Jason will actually have an alternative outfit as well. And I'm pretty sure Predator might too. So, I mean, if they're doing it for all the download content. So, you have all that, okay. Then you have the explanation of, like, the Rain assist, the Cabal assist, the Cyrex assist, you know, and that takes place in the Test Your Luck. Now, when you do a faction, and you level up your faction, you can earn things such as brutalities, you can earn faction kills, and if a person actually quits on you during mid-game, they will actually, I'm not sure how they're going to have this up, maybe they'll have, like, a tally mark against it, but they will have another ality, which is called a quitality, and it is actually a real thing now. So, like, everyone that would say that to each other, you know, oh, they lose quitality, it's actually a real thing. So, it's just amazing that they actually put that in. Do I really think it's going to do any difference as for, you know, people quitting? Hell no, but I mean, it's just fun. It's just a nice little feature. So, yeah. And then, of course, like I said, you got Baraka. I know a lot of people are hyped for Baraka. There is a rumor going around for actually Shiva. Goro is still in the process of being made, and I think that's pretty much all the information that we got so far, yes. Now, a lot of people are, you know, wondering about Tanya and everything. Now, Tanya, I haven't seen Tanya in any gameplay or screenshots, or even as a cameo, but however, we did see Fujin as a cameo, and there's something going on. I know that people have seen this months ago, but there's something going on with Melina, whether she's, you know, doing something with Goro, wink wink, or doing something with Rico, wink wink, you know. And the thing is that, you know, there's something really, as for the story, there's something really going on with her. Like, she might be a protagonist, or, you know, I don't know. It's just really crazy because, like, I think they're focusing on her this time. And for God's sakes, they finally have Reptile that can talk, you know. Like, we've been dying for that. Reptile fans have been dying for that forever. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna shut the hell up because I have to go here and I actually have to get on a plane because I have to do a lot of things earlier today. So that's the reason I made this video, and it's like super early. So by the time you actually guys see this video, I will already be in a totally different state. So, anyways, this has been Wild Rocker, and I'll see you guys next time in the next MK up-to-date information video. Peace out.